This is Michi Hoyer, this is Avid Chronic Racing, and this is another try in the Blancpain Sprint Series around Road America. Another 40-minute race, another try to make stuff work, to get more used to the car, more used to this incredible aggressive atmosphere that is in those races. People really trying to dive bomb, people really putting the noses in a point where you would not expect any nose to be, but it's a very challenging thing, and I still do not believe that my setup is the very best yet, and so I will have another try, have another run, hoping to do a lot better than I did before. I know I can do it. Just a matter of ifs, a matter of where exactly to be. Hey Rodrigo, thank you for joining. Hope you're feeling alright. You're from Brasilia, right? So good morning to you. I think it's probably maybe short before noon already. But yeah, this is the internet, that's the open world, you know, gonna be everywhere. Every little time for everyone. So, with that being said, I'm already launching the game. This won't take too long anymore before I then have a further look at setup, at car balance, at some other things. Hoping to have a chance improving the setup a tiny little bit. There you go. Actually, what I do want to do though is I got a setup from a friend I desperately wanted to try. So what I maybe do is, oops, getting up that setup. Let me see. Friend, there he is. I'm sorry I could have done that before, but I just forgot to do it. This is documents, that is iRacing, that is setups, that is the Mercedes, that is saved. Right, I'm nearly there, guys. I'm nearly there. Yes, is my setups load. Alright, this is an entire different setup for me now. Some reason that failed. Oops. Instead of making the setup or the suspension lower, I just keep raising it. Now this is set. I'm just honest. I'm totally honest with you guys. I'm just doing trial and error right now, right there. Right, but you're gonna see this. Well, let's see what happens. If this car feels any different. And I hope it will. I have to say though, I do know that the other guy that has given me the setup is using a load cell brake, and I do not know whether this makes a lot of difference. Whoa, alright, something is very wrong on that. On them brakes. Alright, he has no he did not use any ABS, that is why the car was so weird. So let's try again. And this is really what is surprising me, that he's not using any ABS whatsoever. Because I would feel that because ABS is obviously allowed, but this would make a major difference. Hey, Mikael. Oops. Stop it. That was the wrong screen I was looking for. Yeah, a bit there, sure gamer, a bit. I agree. No, I do not have them yet, sure gamer. I'm still waiting for good money to spend on it. Whoa. Alright, my mate says he's doing 204s with this setup. Holy. Wow. This is such a lovely corner. It has a tiny little bit too much oversteer for my liking, but it's actually turning momentum is biblical. And I know Robert will hate me as soon as I say it, but all this trail braking stuff could never ever make this car that much turning. Than this car is. Yeah, Mikael, it is. I think a good load cell brake is at least 500 euros. I do not know by heart. But if you would expect to quote me to quote the price, I would probably say 500 and more. Not saying that this trail braking thing would need to be removed at all, but it's just the rear end is now so damn unstable. And I don't actually mean unstable, but you have to really manage it. Too close on the inside. Yeah, all my braking points and stuff are wrong right now. Yeah, I know that he has ordered a Hoisingfeld Pro. So that is where my price imagination came from. Alright, this is the final chance to do a clean lap. Good exit out of 2. What was a 210 we did in the other lap? Just need to hit my marks. this corner does absolutely not count at all. I feel like the braking distance is a bit longer. I can't feel confident totally on that set. Hey Michael Clark, thank you so much for joining me. 103 people registered. I need to take the picture away from you guys, I'm very sorry. I need to fix some stuff, which might be leaked to you, which I don't want it to happen. Because you know, sometimes information is just so valuable. Anyway, Michael, how are you? Haven't seen you yesterday. I haven't seen you in the last couple of days, if I'm totally honest with you. So I hope you're feeling alright. I hope everything is good. Alright. For some reason some stuff does not work here on the screen. But anyway, I'm still having a look at this setup right there. This is interesting. I'm just trying to find the way to understand what is different here. And I have to say, these setups are totally different. Like, totally. My setups, that one again. I'm sorry chaps, I'm just comparing some interesting things. Okay, rip me. I think now I've just accidentally deleted my setup though, which is not too different from other things. I hate when I misclick myself, but I really hate those unordinary setup pages. I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. I hope you will get better soon. So get well, mate. Hope you are all right. Sure, Gamer. I've heard that the GT3 is now a BMW Cup. I was actually asked by some guys from my team why I'm still racing in that. I'm still racing in that Mercedes. It's actually because I do like the car. However, probably with that car I won't be ending up at the front somewhere. So I may need to rethink that approach next time around. Maybe not in the next race, but definitely for the next week. To take a different car. But whatever. So I need to quickly get on the garage. Look at my sets. Load them. And change some minor things on them. Right, that is set good. We'll set in that way. And then I give it a go. Alright, so the setup is rebuilt. Oh, this is qualifying already there. So I have no chance whatsoever to test this setup. Sorry for the camera, because I need to unfuel the car again. And now I just have to cross my fingers and hope that everything on the car is simply just alright. And will give me a good balance overall. There we go. So this is a full trial and error session, how you probably never want to have it. You do that trial and error thing not only in practice but also into the qualifying. Still having not enough turning momentum, that is for sure. Need to have a look at the engine temperature next time around, but all I need to do now is get in a bunker lap. Alright, I do think that I do have a little bit more turning momentum. It's far from being good really, but at least a tiny little bit more. Which could only be enough. As we take the green flag, fingers crossed. Yeah, the car is a lot more wiggling, just like I expected. Yes, Michael, I did. It's a little lower. Not a good lap. I really hope the next one is going to be a lot better. White flag. 207.9. Sitting in 9th position. That is an off track. I can't believe it. Car is a bit oversteery. I do know why that is though. Let me have a look on the set again. Looking at my setups, yes. Leave the car setup like this. Load the car setup. Right. Setups. This. Wanna fuel it up already. Hey Antoine, thank you for joining. I'm sorry I have still not fixed that overlay yet to run when being in a race session. Could have done that way before, simply didn't do it yet. So we got a minute and a half to spare. It's pointless to really try it, however I will do it just so I see on the first few meters how the car balance would be like. We're starting in P17 ever again. Well, Michael, I'm gonna go some further 5 steps down. And Antoine, what kind of field of view are you using here in iRacing? Just so I know, because we had a discussion going on the field of view. There we go, options, graphics, we put it 65. That's done. We sit on the grid.
1 lap to green. Line up on the right side. Pit road is closed.
But to be totally honest, for that race I should probably left it at 70 without any further practice. Because if done wrong, if I get my judging wrong and stuff, that could not only harm me but others. And I don't want to have that, to be totally fair. Oh, no worries, Antoine. No one can help with everything anyway, so I'm alright. So it looks like you guys get a massive discussion on field of view. Not sure whether this is good or not. Oh yeah, sure gamer, iRental is a good synonym for iRaping or iRacing, whatever, sorry for the language. 24 people in the room, we're P19. Manuel Lange is 3 laps ahead, 3 positions ahead. I have no clue in which kind of spot I'm sitting, but I think it should be the secondary split out of 5. I have the number 20 on the car, which is a synonym for my iRacing. Well, Michael, I used the calculator and that would be like the minimum possible, because my screen is very far away. But to me that would leave me like only seeing the dashboard and like the blue and orange stripes of my bonnet together with the middle of the screen wiper. That would be my field of view. If it is mathematically. Thank you very much, Michael. And I will be interested. I do not think that I can stay free of incidents. That green car already ran into my back because of not giving enough room or distance. And to be totally honest, with all the setup changes I did, I would be quite surprised if this would be an incident-free race. I expect me to go wide at least 5 or 6 times. And obviously contact is always a threat. I like that noise of the GT car in the background. That wiggling and yelling of the engine. Yeah, exactly, sure, gamer. But my screen is literally like, I think 1 meter and 20 centimeters away. I've measured it like 3 or 4 years ago because of the very same discussion going on, and that is maybe the reason why I'm using a different field of view. Mikhail, that is a good point. I do not see a point of rolling starts either. They are just dangerous. Like yesterday we were going full throttle and some bloke at the front meant to like hit the brakes just before green flag fell. Oh yeah, Mikhail, and you do know exactly that is my main point, because for some reason my reactions on the start seem to be pretty good. Oh, I forgot to change them. Put the car into map 3. Relative car is set for start. Yeah, hand me off track, thank you. This off-track is the most pointless incident I ever saw. Apart from all the other incidents that... Why were they parking on the middle of the road? Guys, someone has an idea where all my dashboards went? Can't believe it. Yeah, it is the worst series for safety rating, I am pretty sure of that. After that impact, I do not even know how my car can still drive straight. Well, Mikael, yeah, they had contact, but... yeah, anyway. Right, in qualifying I did a 208 point something. I'm not looking at the all-time, please. I want to look at the session best. If I can lap 209s, I will keep going. If not, I will obviously leave it. So I should reach 250 in the main straight if I have any chance of getting somewhere, despite the fact I already lost like 20 seconds from sitting stationary. And I do reach 2 kph less. I mean, yes, there is damage. How could you argue? Proper weaving. Right, what can we do from P22? Rather than playing practice. Alright. Hey James. I have no clue what that was, Alexander. Spotter said clear to the left, so I pulled to the left hand side. not compromise my braking too much. Oh, no worries, Michael. Tell him that I'm alright. I'm sure he will rewatch it in the as soon as it is online as video on demand. I would be particularly interested whether the front end is just so grippy because of the damage I got and the way it is broken, or whether it's the setup that is actually pretty good. 209.7. I keep losing time, literally. If I would have not 5 points for incidents already, I could say, well, this could be a good race for the safety rating. But I have 5 incidents already here. Well, hey James. You know, guys, yesterday I was chatting to Lucas Schmidt, my teammate, and he was saying like, dude, since I got the B license, I just did some Blancpain Sprint Series, but I just dropped like 200 safety rate, 200 iRacing because of having bad luck in all the races. And I was like, well, I got shunted for like 5 out of 6 times I raced this car on this track. The problem is, black combination track car is quite addicting. So it makes it incredibly fun to drive it around here. However, with the driving standards of other people, this is more like a disaster or a nightmare. Because no matter what you do in a 40-minute race, you can't have an incident-free race unless you lead it from pole position and have a flawless drive. Michael, Robert actually has taken his test. He was available yesterday already. I just came home short notice. Need to find a different way for driving turn 1. I'm doing that wrong. Aim for turn 2, going too wide. I mean, I keep losing time so badly. All I need to do, or all I can do, is actually go on and hope that guys in the front will crash each other out. So that I can turn my laps, gain my safety rating and be fine. Evil tongues would say happily I'm in clean air. That was a good race strategy. I think something has happened to that guy. So we're still lapping 209s. Oh guys, I'm so annoyed. That was a way better turn 1. Well, Danjo, the problem actually is, as you say, this car is considerably, I want to say, easy to drive in terms of difficulty. The real difficulty in this car is to drive it real fast. I'm actually gaining the cars ahead a bit, which gives me some hope. If I keep doing that. Personal best 209.2. Keep doing that, make sure that looks good. That race takes a full 40 minutes. We have remaining a 25.5. So yeah, it is pretty boring here at the back, but I think I'm gaining on the next 5 guys, apart from the guy that is currently in P18. All the other gaps keep... Oh, there's happening something. Alright, someone pressed escape there. Gap to the P12 guy remains 17.5. I mean, if I keep going my way like this, this race actually will not end too bad for my license and everything. With 5 incident counts, I still make a decent plus. All I really care though is the iRacing today, which definitely won't be held if sitting stuck in P18. Sure Gamer, I said personal best because it's personal best in the race. My personal best on this track is a 204.9. I did yesterday in the qualifying session. interesting. Some guys often really are looking for a reason, for an excuse to press escape. You know, most of the guys where I was stuck nose front into the wall would have simply pressed escape. I was P23 then. And I mean, obviously, I'm still... Alright, I'm not that last, but I was that last. And many would have just said, well, there's no point going on. In fact, I would say I'm P19 or P18 if you don't look at pit stops. Meanwhile, I'm losing on the cars ahead. Too much sliding. Good exit out of 2. Within the current situation of car condition and everything, I think I'm doing particularly okay. Hitting 248 as a top speed is definitely not the value I am looking for. Five laps of fuel. I'm definitely burning more fuel because no slipstream, and probably more drag because of the broken bonnet. If I still have a bonnet though. I have to look at the screen. Don't go too wide. 20.5 liters left. Having a look at fuel consumption. Michael's, it's 50-50. I got a base from the team, which I then changed to my personal liking. So you can say I did some parts of it myself. That would probably be the right answer to this. No. Just trying to use every little millimeter on this track. think that's going to be a new personal best. Oh, if I do a little lift and coast, that will probably not harm. Oh, I don't need to do this. New personal best to the 9.1, personal best in terms of the race today. Cars behind us creeping by. I have no clue about lap timing. Let's just get myself a little more. All I do know though is that the car behind is coming closer and closer. Car is a lot faster, I'm sure of that, than it was yesterday. That wasn't off track. Stupid Michi. It's just unnecessary. Me being just stupid. Oh, we boxed this lap anyway. And this is the real tragedy, do you see this? Without a lot of slipstream, that Ferrari just passes me like nothing. So I wouldn't have had a chance anyway. Should try to snatch some slipstream, but this is probably totally... Look how he's pulling away. Now this is what I mean, 0.6, 0.7. Probably when braking it's a 0.8 of a second. So I'm just randomly lose 0.2 per straight, per longer straight, to the guys ahead because of damage. Yes, I'm not hitting my marks right there as well. Oh, someone spun. That was a P4 guy though, I think, because I think that guy boxed just like 2 or 3 laps ago. Yeah, don't know why. Alright, box is about to come up. Yeah, dead last. When you guys say GTE, I always think, or in general with the class GTE, I always think GT Electro. Because meanwhile we got Formula E, got eSports, and so on, although it's a capital E. Danjo, to be totally honest with you, I'm wanting an A-class promotion, which I get at the end of the season, staying in the 3.0 something area with a safety rating, which is currently 3.44. If I would make it though to 4.0, I would be immediately promoted to A-class. Safety rating wise, and then I definitely will race MP4-30, the McLaren F1 car, but before that I do need a button box, because that McLaren keeps you very busy while driving, clicking switches and stuff for it to operate perfectly. Button box is a bit expensive. I'm going to move houses, so I do not know how this is going to work. Good thing about my camera saying is that I already got the second camera in my house. So once I hit the 1,000 subscribers, I can easily put that up without any further cost. Which is a good thing. So Danger, I'm definitely going back to the roots. With the open wheeler car, especially on iRacing. I've driven it, testing wise, I already got it, so I don't need to buy the car, which is good. But this is damn understeer. It feels totally weird compared to a Formula Sim racing car, maybe. Right, yesterday I got a 0 on the safety rating with 9 incidents in the end. Today I got 6 so far, we got a good 8.5 minutes to go. So I'm looking forward to some little minor plus. Yeah, George, very closely the number keeps climbing. Glimeril, can you mail me that link for that G13 to Michi at avidchronicracing.com so I can have a look at it? Late on the brakes. I should do a time trial to really see how good the setup is. In a time trial I do average of 207. 207.9 to be precise. And I think I could drop that. Especially with this setup here. It's a lot more aggressive on the rear end, which gives more turning, which is really good. Oh, what happened there at the front now? I think Jakub spun it around. So that is the number 3 car. And that means that is pretty much iRacing now off the race, which also means that it totally was the right decision to keep carrying on. I mean, it's not very big iRating anyway, like maybe a 3000 or something. I'm not sitting in the top split, I don't think so. But this now brings me up to P14. Piotr has even more iRating. It would be so lovely to be ahead of him. And this race could actually be still a good race despite all the damage that was dealt. Fingers crossed though. Still probably need to defend to Salvatore. 350 to go, that should be 2 laps. But I still need to focus a bit. Right, 1.2 second. Come on, Michi, you need to somehow survive. Not white flag yet. I got enough fuel this time. But guys, I simply can't do anything on the straights with that top speed. Could only hope that the guy behind shoots himself into a mistake. Simply spins out behind. But I think I can't expect that to happen really. Look at the speed he will gain now after that right hand kink, which I did not hit perfect. Another off track, unnecessary. Can't do anything. That is annoying. That is so annoying. You know, you're not even fighting with same weapons. Well, I should be happy though with 7 out of 17 incidents in this position. It's just like, yeah. I'm pretty sure that this P15 will change something on the rating side of life. Let's see what we have behind us. It's 20, 25. Yep. Nothing really I can do. Honestly, finishing the race with that amount of damage and that position is probably the best I can get. So it's news time on Sean Cole's side of life. That means we go over the finish, park the car, have a quick look at the session summary before then heading over to the news of the sim pit. Oh, I'm so annoyed really. And now if I would have taken like 3 liters less, my pit stop time would have been a second less, so I would have kept the position. What is going on here? Not looking for that. Continue. I'm not sure, but I think it should give me the last result. And then I'm off for now. And maybe we have more racing of me coming today. I was in the second of 4 splits, which is not a bad thing. Not at all, to be fair. Still waiting for the result. I could look up that Amazon G13. Oh, you were talking about this one. That is a proper macro box. I agree. This. What does this cost on the new as a new gadget? Anyway, quick look at the final result, and I would like to thank you to stay with me for all the time. Here we are, P15. Yeah, -3. Oh, to be totally honest, I think it would be a +1 if I would be here. Anyway, a +003 on the license. I'm alright with that. Strength of field 2300. Not too much damage, still a bit, but anyway, thank you very much for watching. Let's head over to the sim pit, so the youtube.com. There we have the youtube.com, the sim pit. Thank you very much for Gagley for subscribing, and then we head into the news session of Sean. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a nice evening. Maybe we see each other later on the evening. Otherwise, have a nice weekend.